My name is Natasha Martindale. I am the National Director and Franchise Holder for Miss World Guyana. I've always been interested in developing our young people in Guyana, especially our young women. I was more interested at the time on the beauty with a purpose aspect of that. I think it's a great initiative and it spoke to me. It is all of the charity aspects of the pageant. It carries the highest score for the Miss World pageant, and it allows a young woman or young women to really make a difference in the lives of others. What separates Miss World Guyana from the other pageants in Guyana? I think it has to do with the criteria. No pageant is the same, and it is important for our young women to understand their fundamental differences so that they'll be able to be successful. When it comes to the Miss World pageant, and the reason why it is the largest pageant and the most purposeful pageant, is because of the beauty of the purpose. Not only that, it also allows a young woman to really tap into her self-awareness, to find out who she really is, and to be best or better in creating a more well-rounded individual. And it requires a high level of communication because, and I think that goes for most pageants, you have to be able to sell yourself, you have to be able to sell your country, you have to be able to sell your purpose or your talent or something special about you. So what we have done is we have taken the Miss World blueprint basically, so that we want to give all of our contestants the first-hand feel of being in an actual international pageant, which requires the preliminary aspect of the pageant as well as the finale or the coronation. When it comes to the preliminary aspect of the pageant, for Miss World we have sports and fitness, we have the top model, we have the interview aspect, which actually requires a young woman to present herself as though she's looking for a job. It's a professional interview. We also have beach fashion, because for Miss World, they've decided to completely do away with the swimwear aspect. So now what is being requested is for our country's representative to present the beachwear fashion for Guyana. I guess some kind of wear that you would use to go to the seawalls or one of those, if you're going to 63 Beach, what would you wear? So there's that aspect of the competition as well as the beauty of the purpose segment, and the talent, which requires you to do performing arts. So what happens is each one of those segments carries a different set of judges, and those judges are either equipped in the field. Let's say if it's performing arts, we find people that have been in that field. Which one of these young women can work with me, can work with the team, can work with Guyana's interest in mind, can carry herself well on the international stage. So all of that we're looking for. And what happens is that those scores from each segment are carried over to the finale. So we have a group of scores from a series of preliminary events coming into the coronation night. The minute I receive an application, I'm judging that, because for me it is no different than if I am interviewing you for a job. And the same kind of process or methods you would use to dress nicely, ensure that you have your resume done, ensure that you have it checked for errors, grammatical, spelling, and all of that. You are presenting the best image of you, and so therefore you have to really pay close attention to the details. Guyana Dip Place. we have had a great opportunity to select a very dynamic, well-rounded individual for the Miss World, for our first pageant. Miss Rafia Hussein, very hardworking, passionate young lady. She has her goals set. She has a sense of strength. She's very individualistic, and so you want someone who will be themselves, who will not be afraid to speak and be honest. And so we were lucky to work with Rafia and nurture her through that process until we present her internationally. And this all began from the application process, through the Miss World Guyana application process, all the way through to when she made the top 10. After Rafia made the top 10, it was really up to her now. This is her time to impress the judges on her own accord, and she did a fantastic job. You must be beautiful, yes, but the beauty that we're really looking for is inside out. Inside out means, obviously we don't want all the beauty to be inside. So we want to ensure that the beauty is inside and out. And I personally feel that once you have the confidence within you, and once you know yourself, and once you know you're capable, then that beauty comes out anyway. And if you look at yourself at a certain way, then that is who you will project. If you look at yourself in a beautiful way, then that is what you will project. And so it is important for our young women to get a sense of who they are inside. And the Miss World Guyana pageant is really about helping young women to find themselves. We want them to be successful in their careers. We want them to be our future leaders. We want them to be well-rounded individuals, dynamic personalities, a breath of fresh air, that walk into the room, I am me kind of feeling. I mean, just talking about it just make my skin crawl. We want to experience that. We want someone also who can reach all levels, would not be afraid to pick up someone when they fall, regardless of their kind of like structure or what in life. And so this pageant is unlike all the others, really gives a young woman the chance, and it tells her it's okay to fail, but you have the ability to repair by regrouping, rethinking, coming back, and presenting yourself differently, whether it's through art, so whether it's through sports. And we understand that you might not be good at everything, and you might not even be aware that you are very good with sports, so you're very talented with some kind of performing arts, or you're a great speaker who just need an opportunity to be guided, and that is the purpose. That is our little culmination of beauty. That is who we want to be, and help our beautiful young women aspire to be greater people.